Friends, how are you? Today I am going to tell you the chapter number 2 of English book A Pact with the Sun, class 6th. Topic The Friendly Mongoose. So friends, you can understand the friendly mongoose. The friendly mongoose means that a mongoose is an animal which is known to eat snakes. The friendly mongoose means it was a friend. He was cute and not that much harmful. So, friends, let's get started with this chapter. A farmer, his wife, and their small child lived in a village. There was also a baby mongoose in the house, who they believed would be their son's companion and friend in future. One day, the farmer and his wife went out, leaving the child alone with the mongoose. So, friends, let's start our story. Once a farmer and his wife lived in a village with their small son. They loved him very much. "We must have a pet," the farmer said to his wife one day. "When our son grows up, he will need a companion. This pet will be our son's. He is son's companion." His wife liked the idea. So, friends, in the starting, it is telling that once upon a time there lived a farmer with his wife, and they both have a small son, a child. They both loved him very much. And one day the farmer told to his wife that we must have a pet. Then, when our son grows up, when our son will become big, he will need a companion. Companion means a companion. It is a hard word. Companion means a partner, a friend. When our son grows up, he will need a companion, a friend. This pet will be our son's companion. His wife liked the idea. Then they both decided to buy a pet for his son so that the pet will be in future his son's companion. His wife liked the idea. One evening, the farmer brought with him a tiny mongoose. "It's a baby mongoose," said his wife, "but will son be fully grown? He will be friend to our son." At the evening, the farmer brought with him a tiny mongoose. "It's a baby mongoose." That was a baby mongoose. His wife said, "But when but will soon be fully grown. The baby mongoose will soon be grown up. He will be a friend to our son soon." They both were discussing that he will be a friend to our son soon when he grew up. Both the baby and the mongoose grew. In 5 or 6 months, the mongoose had grown to its fully size, a lovely animal with 2 shining black eyes and a bushy tail. The farmer's son was still a baby in the cradle, sleeping and crying alternately. Both the baby and the mongoose grew. In 5 or 6 months, in 5 6 months, the mongoose grew up to its fully size. Means the mongoose grew up full. A lovely animal, a cute animal with 2 shining black eyes and a bushy tail. In this sentence, it is describing the mongoose after its fully size. He has two shining black eyes, and a bushy tail. But the farmer's son was still a baby in the cradle, sleeping and crying alternately. But the farmer said that his baby was in the cradle. It was still a small baby, sleeping and crying alternately. You can understand that the baby grew, how could it grow full in 6 or 5 months? Cradle means this, where the baby sleeps. This is the cradle of a baby. One day, the farmer's wife wanted to go to the market. She fed the baby and rocked him to sleep in his little cradle. So, one day, the farmer's wife wanted to go to the market. She fed the baby and rocked him to sleep in his little cradle. So one day the farmer's wife wanted to go to the market. She fed her baby and rocked him. Rocked him means she was trying to sleep baby in his little cradle, and baby was sleeping in his little cradle. Picking up the basket, she said to her husband, "I am off to the bazaar." She said to her husband that I am going to the market. The baby is sleeping. Keep an eye on him. Frankly, I don't like to leave the child alone with the mongoose. So, picking her groceries basket, she said to her husband, "I am going to the bazaar. The baby is sleeping. Keep an eye on him. Frankly, I don't like to leave the child alone with the mongoose." She was telling to her husband that keep an eye. Please see the child and the mongoose. I don't like to leave the baby alone with the mongoose. She was afraid that the mongoose can also eat her baby. That's why. "You needn't be afraid," said the farmer. "You don't be afraid. The mongoose is a friendly animal. It is sweet as our baby, and they are the best friends you know." So the farmer told to his wife that you please don't be scared of the mongoose. He is a friendly animal. His son and the mongoose were the best friends. You also know that. The wife went away, and the farmer, having nothing to do in the house, decided to go out and take a look at his fields not far away. The farmer did not have anything to do, so he went to his fields not far away. He ran into some friends on the way back and didn't return for some quiet time. So when the farmer's wife went to the market, the farmer have nothing. The farmer have nothing to do in his house. So he decided to go out and take a look at his fields not far away. Then he ran into some friends on the way. Then he went to chat with some of his friends on a way, and he didn't return for quite some time. On the blood smeared mongoose and ran inside to the child's cradle. The baby was fast asleep, but on the floor lay back a snake and bleeding. In a flash, she realized that what had happened. The farmer's wife returned from the market carrying a heavy basket. She found Mongoose at the entrance of the house with blood on his face and paws. She jumped to the conclusion that it was her son's blood and the mongoose was guilty one. The farmer's wife finished her shopping, and came back home with a basket full of groceries. She saw the mongoose sitting outside as if waiting for her. On seeing her, he ran to welcome her, as was customary. The farmer's wife took one look at the mongoose. Smeared blood, she cried. Then, when the farmer's wife finished her shopping, her basket was full of groceries, fruits, vegetables. When she saw the mongoose sitting outside, and she thought that he was waiting for me. On when the farmer's wife entered the house, on seeing her, the mongoose ran to welcome her, as was his daily routine. The farmer's wife took one look at the mongoose. Then the farmer's wife looked at the mongoose. His mouth and paws were full of blood. She cried out. The face and paws of the mongoose were smeared with blood. So friends, smeared, it is also a hard word. Smeared means full of blood. It was. You wicked animal, you have killed my baby, she screamed hysterically. She was blind with rage and with all her strength brought down the heavy basket full of groceries. Then she said to that mongoose, you wicked animal. She said to the mongoose that he was not friendly mongoose. He was very bad. He killed the baby. She screamed hysterically. She screamed very loudly. She was blind. The farmer's wife mind was full blind with rage and with all her strength brought down the heavy basket full of groceries on the blood smeared mongoose and ran inside to the child's cradle. The baby was fast asleep, but on the floor lay a black snake, torn and bleeding. In a flash, she realized what had happened. She ran out looking for the mongoose. Oh, you have saved my child! You killed the snake. What have I done? She cried, touching the mongoose who lay dead and still. Unaware of her sobbing, the farmer's wife, who had acted hastily and rashly, stared long at the dead mongoose. Then she heard the baby crying. Wiping her tears, she went in to feed him. Then you can see that with her full power, this farmer's wife heated the mongoose with full basket of groceries, and the mongoose died instantly. Then he went to look at his baby. The baby was fast asleep, but on the floor, what she? On the floor lay back a black snake, torn and bleeding. In a flash, she realized what had happened. She ran out looking for the mongoose. Then she saw that a black snake bleeding and was dead in the floor. Then in the flashback, she realized that what had happened. She realized that the mongoose had killed the snake, not her baby. The mongoose had saved the child's life, but the lady hastily killed the mongoose with full of her basket. Without any thinking, she killed the mongoose. The farmer's wife was crying tears, and she cried for a long time for her mistake. Then, so the baby waked up, and then she went to feed him. So, friends, in this story, we can see that the lady hastily, her mind was blind, and then she killed the mongoose. But it was not right, it was fully wrong. She should first think. So, in the story, the moral is see. In this story, there is a very good moral. See before you jump. See before you jump. This is the moral because see before you jump means that first look what the thing is going, then you react. The lady hastily react, did not think any did not thought anything, and she hit the mongoose with no the mongoose had did nothing. He has only saved the child's life. But the lady hit the mongoose and killed him instantly. So friends, you should also think about the thing is going. First see the full thing and then only react your act. Okay friends? So friends, if you like our video, please like it and subscribe our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.